Olivier tracks down Tyler Clement. Up onto the wing, and Cousins turned it over. A chance here for Cole Sillinger, and his backhand on net stopped by Omar. No surprise there. Perron, though, helps it out. Cousins has got it. Werenski back on it. Puck comes free, and it's snapped on net by Batherson. Sean Corrali leads it back out for the Blue Jackets. Dropped it off for Aston Reese. Thrown on net. Hallmark the save. Amadio will. Zach Werenski lays it right back in as Clement goes after it. Chipped it up on the wing and it rolled away from Cousins. Now jumping on a quick shot on net. It was Olivier forcing it to the goal. It's kicked out. Monahan goes after it on the boards. We'll give it off for Marchenko. Back to the point. Severson slides it in, but Pinto gets to it first, and he'll clear it out. Chabot through center with it. Crossing into the Jacket zone. Scores! Thomas Chabot got it to the net. Ottawa is on the board first.
Go all the way back into the other end to see where this starts. He knows he's going to take a hit, and Chabot gives him an out. The defenseman joining the rush, so important. Chabot is there for Pinto. They get a zone and a half on the pass as he cruises into the line. And this was Columbus's problem last night in the first period when they got down 3-0.
Maybe not since the Hamburglar run of that season has there been this level of anticipation for games in late March, John.
Oh, the crowd is buzzing, hoping for postseason hockey here in Ottawa, but Columbus gets the goal right back. Boone Jenner in the slot snaps it home, and it's a 1-1 game.
Energy. Jenner does a nice job. Fantilli comes in to help him out, wins the puck, and then the shot comes from the point. This team generates a ton of chances from the low to high play. They had about 4 or 5 of their goals last night that way, and tonight it's the same thing. Fantilli gets it back to the point. Matejchuk throws it in. Allmark can't control.
Marchenko checked by Pinto. Voronkov tries to cut in front. Traffic again. Puck is free in the crease. Werenski with a shot, and it got blocked.
Like these two teams are tonight, every game has meaning. Attention to detail, so important.
Sanderson snaps it towards the net, and Tarasov has got it.
And then life moves on. There's a lot of game left.
Giroux won that face-off when it leads Stützle to Zoom with a drive. Kicked out by Tarasov. Cousins follows up. Batherson to the point. Sanderson over to Zoom. Got it back for Cousins. Cousins circles around with it. He'll stop, throws it on net. Tarasov the save, rebound, scores! Batherson banks it in, and Ottawa's got the lead back.
Does the job in his end by pushing it through the legs, carrying it up the ice, taking it into the end zone, and then look it. Bangs onto it, gets it back to the point. It's going to come to the front of the net. Keep an eye on him. Cousins does a nice job here, walking along the top until he can find the lane. Opens up right there, finds the lane, in it comes, and positioning. Getting positioning. Batherson gets positioning on Johnson in front of the net. Once you get position, there's no way you can help him. He waits it out, moves.
Jensen throws it to net, blockered away by Tarasov. Zetterlund will hand it off. Claude Giroux has got it to the point. Chabot with a drive, kicked out by Tarasov. Sillinger takes it, swings it out at center, and then Tkachuk and Fantilli collide at center ice. Evan Paulo with that stick get in the way. Fantilli to Voronkov, to the net. Allmark the save, and diving back, he makes a second stop.
Makes the save there. And how about this one? Voronkov lays it across, comes in for his own rebound. I'm not sure if that got to Allmark or not, but the second one certainly did as he dives forward. You got it to Sanderson. There's an opening to shoot it. He's got a really good release and a really good snapshot, and he let that thing go. That's a good save by Tarasov.
Tim Stützle chipped it in front, going to the net with a great chance with Batherson. Then he crashes into the boards. He's back to his feet and okay.
And then here comes Stützle. He's always a concern. He draws a lot of attention, and when he does, he feeds it off to usually someone who's open.
Brings it back. Giroux carries it in. Slides it over for Perron. Cross ice feed. Zetterlund to the net. Tipped on goal by Craig, and it's stopped by Tarasov.
Rebounds or deflections, and then Perron steps up and lays this one across. And Zetterberg throws it in, and being in the right.
Brady Tkachuk Clears it up at center. Ridley Gregg stopped it in the net to play because it went off his hand. He got it to Pinto to the net. Scores! Sanderson tips it in. And Ottawa's got a 2-goal lead, but it was all about the smart play at center ice to keep the play going.
That happens here. It starts in behind the net. Kachuk's going to pick this puck up. And I mentioned earlier, exits are so important. It's kind of a Hail Mary out into the red line to Gregg, and it's just a nice little indirect chip off the wall that catches Matejchuk a little bit flat-footed. And he knows he can't grab her. It's a penalty, so he does it. He feels like he can get to him, right? But Werenski doesn't pick up Sanderson, who's blowing by him, and the right skate save from Tarasov.
As it was off the stick of Cousins. Now Jensen backs it off the boards. Perron will catch up to it. He drops it back. Cousins to Batherson. Oh, what a save by Tarasov tonight. Batherson, who had a great setup for the one-timer.
And for the Senators, it's a quick transition. Right there, off the wall, into the middle of the ice. Watch this little drop pass right here. Good support by Cousins, and he already knows where Batherson is. Right as soon as he touches this puck, he has Batherson on the no-look.
Sillinger wanted to feed it up ahead for Danforth. Pass was picked off. And now a break. It's Stützle. Drags it. Holds. Shoots. Tarasov makes a save on a great play by Stützle.
Night, and this one, his best one of the night so far, as he's going to pull this not only one time, but pull it again here twice and try to figure out Tarasov, trying to find a hole in the goaltender as he comes across. And he and it's the play of Ottawa and their defense. Gap tight, nice gap control, getting up, playing defense up in the neutral zone.
Here's Amadio, centered it on net, tipped on goal, and Tarasov made the save.
This is going to be a lot worse. Again, it's the regrouping and the quick transition of the Senators. Amadio walks right in, right to the net goes Highmore, and Tarasov holds his ground. A nice job by this line to attack the Ottawa Senators.
But it's picked up by Werenski, off to Marchenko. He'll hit the red line, skip it in. Allmark stops it, left it for Sanderson. Sanderson up for Kachuk, out to center. Werenski has got it. Marchenko cuts in, scores! Kirill Marchenko beats Allmark. And Columbus is within one.
Werenski hits him in flight. He cuts right through. He's a big body. And he's really patient, and when the time was right, he beats Allmark to the far side. Nice snapshot.
Old Giroux knocks it free, and it's poked up on the wing. Amadio going after it. Can he get there first? He does. In front for Stützle. Great save by Tarasov. Rebound. Giroux spin.
Two again. Amadio's cruising down, and Werenski decides to come over to Amadio and leave Stützle, hoping that his teammate could catch Stützle. Johnson doesn't catch.
Danforth works it in, puts it on net. Allmark. He goes back to the roll. Shabbat is stick tied up. They scramble for it in front, and Allmark will find it in the crease, and he's able to cover it up and hold on. Fantilli will bring it in. Fantilli lost control of it. Matejchuk at the point. In tight. Backhand on net by Fantilli. Kicked out by Allmark.
He keeps the door shut. Shabbat throws this up the middle of the ice, and Matejchuk steps into it, keeps it.
And Johnson up with it. Hands it off. Provorov got that one through. Allmark the save. Johnson over to Provorov. Great save made by Allmark as he squeezes it with the blocker arm.
It's a tough turnover, and now the scramble is on. Everyone's trying to pick up their guy, and eventually Provorov's
out to center. Marchenko will play it across for Kent Johnson. Oh, a little miscue. Chance for Pinto, and Johnson blocked it.
His leg up in the air as Pinto fires this and kick it off to the corner. That was going right into the net, and then Columbus comes down the other end on a bounce.
Monahan looks to dig it out. They'll jam it up, and the Ottawa Senators are